Wow, our video on StreamYard is very bad. On Zoom, it's okay. Our team song, anyway. Warm welcome. Greetings from Malaysia, dear precious audience. Sorry, we are late today. And I welcome you to another interesting episode on SDG Forum with our lovely host, Assistant Professor Dr. Anjum Qureshi from Rajiv Gandhi Research Engineering College, India, and Dr. Ruth Bing Paris from Philippines. Yeah, she's not a new face here. She's not a stranger. She had been on our platform quite frequent this time and since last year, if I'm not mistaken. So she's also one of our award winner. Welcome, Dr. Anjum Qureshi, and welcome, Dr. Ruth Perez.
Good evening, Dr.
Yeah,
Anjum. Good evening, Dr. Mala.
yeah, I know you're very tired. We try to finish fast. Carry on, please, Dr. Anjum, please take over the session. So, do you have PPT, Dr. Ruth? You want to upload first?
I have
You
here
upload.
in my other screen, Dr. Mala.
You
My
have it,
PPT is in half of my screen.
but I cannot. We cannot view it unless you upload it. You go to the present and then slides and upload it first. Then when you want to start, you are muted. You are muted, dear. You are muted.
Yes.
Yeah. So just go to
Uh,
present slides and upload. When you want to use the slides, then you tell slides, please. Then I will add to the stage. Just load first. So meanwhile, Dr. Anjum, you can start.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Esther. And greetings to everyone. I welcome you all on Real Talk with Experts. And so here we are again to discuss on Sustainable Development Goals Journey towards 2030. And the moderator for the session, Dr. Anjan Qureshi from India, Assistant Professor at Rajiv Gandhi College of Engineering. And today we have with us Dr. Ruth Perez. She is an academician from Philippines. And yes, today we'll be discussing about a very important topic and also an interesting topic, that is uh, initiatives of tree plantation. And when we talk about planting trees, yes, we know that planting trees has a lot of environmental benefits. It helps in fighting climate change, it helps in improving the air quality, it helps in reducing water pollution, it provides habitats and food for many species of birds and animals, it helps in cooling cities, it helps in protecting against floods, and in fact, there are a number of advantages that we see that how plants on trees can help to have a healthy planet. To discuss more over this, we have our panelist, our esteemed panelist, Dr. Ruth Paris, and we will be starting with the discussion. And so, ma'am, to start with the discussion, like is as we are discussing about tree growing initiatives program. So, my first question for you is, what are tree planting initiatives and what are its objectives?
Before I answer those questions, may I present to you the initiation of our local
Yeah,
government unit
yeah,
about
sure, sure.
this tree growing incentives program, which is a flagship of the DNR in our local government unit of Maramag Bukidnon in the Philippines. And as explanatory note, it says that environmental protection is not the sole responsibility of the government. It should be the responsibility also of the private sectors and private individuals, because we are all accountable when it comes to the protection of the environment. So, based on the Presidential Decree 1153, it is the policy of the state to call upon every citizen of the Philippines to help as a duty and obligation to conserve and develop the resources of the country. So,
Dr. Perez, sorry, Dr.
yes,
Perez, maybe you can put
yes,
on the
doctor.
slideshow mode so we can see the slide bigger. It's more visible to the audience. Is it possible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And you can see the screen at the bottom right, on the right bottom. It's like a screen, small screen. You click there, then you go to slideshow. Yes. Yeah, better. Yes. Please proceed.
Yeah, you're mute. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, please carry on. You're muted. We can't hear you.
You can't, okay, that's
Yeah,
okay.
now okay.
What
Now
about that
okay. Now
one?
okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
please carry on.
So,
Yeah.
so according to Republic Act of the Philippines 10176, there is a need for a collaborative effort between the state and its citizenry to combat the loss of our natural resources and rejuvenate our environment by undertaking nationwide tree planting activities and providing effective measures for their maintenance and sustainability. And so it is the policy of the state to afford full protection and the advancement of the right of the people to a healthful ecology to fulfill human need while maintaining the quality of the natural environment for current and future generations. So the local government code empowers local government units to promote the general welfare of the people, among others, the enhancement of the right to a balanced ecology. And the local government units were invested with the power to provide services and facilities which include but not limited to the establishment of tree parks, green belts, and similar forest development projects. Tree planting reforestation is a continuing priority project of the municipal government. And the program includes, I fast forward this. It says that all the participating farmer shall register to be included in the project, the tree planting project. And the local government unit give financial incentives to be granted as soon as the trees reach 5 years old. So, and the desirable length of tree shall be at least 3 meters for fast-growing species and 2 meters for the indigenous species. I really included this one because we, as a farmer, um, acquire this project of the government. We committed our 3 hectares land to be planted for this project. That's why I am sharing this to the um, to you, to the empire of educators, so that they will also be aware of the project which is going on in our community. And that is the project of the local government unit, Dr. Esther, Dr. Anjum, to support the sustainable development goal, which is the trending as of today, to mitigate climate change and to save Mother Earth. All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, this is really great to
Thank
know
you, Dr.
about.
Perez.
Yeah, do you have to see something, Dr. Esther?
No, no, no. I was just want to praise Dr. Ruth for the good
Yeah,
answer. In spite of her being busy today, and she sounds very tired, but still she gave a good answer. She prepared this slide for us. Yeah, carry on, Dr. Anjum. Please.
Yeah, sure. That was really a very good answer. In fact, I just asked about like what are the tree planting, how are the tree planting initiatives and stuff like this. So that was a wonderful answer, and how tree plantation is going on in Philippines. And planting trees is it is not just like you just take a plant and you just go somewhere and just plant it and never care about it. In fact, you have to also take care about how it grows, how it sustains. That is also very important. Dr. Ruth, it was very interesting to know about the tree planting initiatives in Philippines. But as we know that any dance that we do, and especially this kind of initiative, especially for the environment, for the society that we are taking, there are certainly some kind of challenges. So, what were the challenges that you observed during the tree planting initiative?
Well, some of the challenges is if trees are planted in inappropriate location, which lead to poor locations that might lead also to poor survival rate. Another is the lack of maintenance. We all know that trees requires years of care to thrive, and including water protection from pests and management, competing vegetation, or perhaps some initiatives prioritize the number of trees planted rather than the long-term survival. It can result to a high failure rate as trees die shortly after planting. So it should be tree growing, not a mere tree planting, because if we plant a lot, like millions of trees, and then it's more on quantity than a quality, it can result to the tree should die after planting. So it should be tree growing, not a mere tree planting. Another challenge, Dr. Anjum, is if there is conflict with the local community. The tree planting may displace local communities or disrupt traditional land uses. Some trees are also cut off if disrupts by the electrical wirings. All right. Another big challenge is when there is climate change. Drought, for example, can make it harder for newly planted trees to survive. This is especially in places where are very prone to extreme weather events. Uh, Another challenge is when there is if the program of the government is focused on the quantity than not rather than the quality, meaning they focus on planting millions of trees but overlooking the importance of planting the right species. So it should be diversified. Yeah. And to overcome those challenges, there should be comprehensive planning, long term funding, involvement, and focus on ecological restoration. That's it.
Yeah, that was really great answer. As you started with, like, it is not just about planting, but we have to also concentrate on growing the trees. But yes, in the name of tree plantation, what most of the people are doing nowadays is they have planted, but they are not worried about whether the trees, whether
Mm.
the trees survive after some time, after a year and all. I think if someone has planted 10 this time after 1 month or some, if they just go, we can't even find one over 10. So this is going on. And the next thing is, yes, of course, the climatic changes where we can't avoid those situations. That is not sometimes not in our hands. There are some government policies. And as you said, we also need to take care of like what species we are planting, because
Mhm.
all the plants, they are not, they cannot grow in a certain climate. They have their own climatic requirements, water requirements, soil requirements. There are many things fact that we have to look after before planting trees. So that was really a very good suggestion from you. So now nextly, I just like to ask, yes, of course, we know that there are a lot of environmental benefits, but how do you think like these kind of initiatives, like when we talk about sustainability, when we talk about the environment, this should be pollution free, when we talk about something like, we shouldn't be affected so much by the global warming and climate change. So how will these initiatives help all of this?
S- the tree planting program, how it helps to balance
Yeah,
our ecology or to balance
yeah,
the Mother Earth as a general.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
tree planting provides numerous environmental, social, and economic benefits that help the planet in various ways. So, As we all know that trees absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere through photosynthesis, so this helps mitigate climate change by reducing the amount of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. And trees create habitats for a whole variety of species, supporting biodiversity by providing food and nesting areas for birds and insects. And also, trees prevent soil erosion by stabilizing the ground with their roots, particularly on slopes and hillside. They also improve soil fertility by adding organic matter, promoting better agricultural yields, and reducing the need for chemical fertilizers. And we all know that trees play a key role in the water cycle. The roots absorb water from the soil and they release it into the atmosphere through a process called transpiration. So that's it. Another is trees reduce urban heat. So in urban areas, trees provide shade and cool the air through evapotranspiration, helping to reduce the urban heat island. So it can also lower the temperature in cities, reducing the need for energy-intensive air conditioning. For flood control, trees reduce the impact of heavy rains by absorbing excessive water. So it also controls heavy rains, slowing down the flow of water and allowing it to infiltrate into the soil. So that's it. It regulates climate. Forests influence local and global climates. They help regulate temperature and precipitation patterns by absorbing sunlight and influencing wind patterns. So that's it. And there's a lot of economic benefits also because trees can produce for use for to make houses and all timber trees, and then it contribute to sustainable economies through production of fruits and other non-timber forest products. They also support ecotourism that provide income for local communities. Tree is life itself, and it says that you will be complete. A person will be complete if he planted a tree, he bears a son, and wrote a book. That's it. For me, me and my husband planted a lot of trees, many acres of land. Yeah, fruit trees and other forestal trees. That's it, Dr.
Yeah,
Anjom.
yeah, that was a really wonderful answer. The trees are life. Of course, and as you discussed, so many benefits. Yes, of course, there are many benefits of planting trees. And in fact, when we talk about environmental protection, the first thing that comes in mind is yes, we should be planting more and more. But one thing that is being observed is, though we know, it is not that people don't know about it, that is, there are so many benefits of having trees, planting more trees. In fact, due to some, like if some of our activities, like we want to build up a colony or we want to have a new industry, some trees are, we just chop down some trees and all. But still, there is a responsibility that we should be planting more trees to just to compensate with that. And everyone knows it. But still, there is a lot, the awareness level and motivation among the people is less that they take this initiative that they should plant more and more trees and not just plant, but as you said, to also care for it so that it grows up into a tree. Means the sapling that I have just planted today for from few years and all, it just grows up into a tree. And especially like if we encourage, like as you said, fruit trees and all, it is going to even help the economies, we can say, if we even encourage with that. So, like, there is, as I said, there's less motivation, less awareness among the people. Everyone knows it, but there's what to do, how we can cope up with, to fight with this. Like, what according to you will be the best way to motivate people and encourage people to not just plant, but to also to grow trees?
Thank you for that very nice question, Dr. Anjum. Yes, if people are well urbanized, they are less motivated to plant trees. They are in their many stories. They are living in dormitories. hotels with how many floors. They don't care if they plant tree or not. But those in rural areas, they really take good care of the tree. Well, number one perhaps is to we need to educate people. We need to let them aware of the benefit on the environmental, social, and economic benefits of planting trees, such as improve air quality, climate change mitigation, and enhance biodiversity. We need to emphasize the role uh, of trees in fighting climate change and protecting the future of the next generation. And maybe for personal impact also, we have to show the individuals and our actions such as planting trees that have been a significant benefit to our economy, to ourselves. So another is like what I have mentioned about the government program by the local government unit in our community. Our municipal mayor offers us financial rewards for those who can plant trees, financial incentives in both, not only in rural, but also in urban. And then they made sure that they can distribute free or subsidized saplings to individuals. Like schools, in our school, we are encouraged to plant bamboos. So maybe they benchmark it in Japan, where trending now is to plant bamboos, and they make bamboos as plywood, as a lot of uses from bamboo trees as industry. And then maybe they have to organize tree planting challenges or competitions with rewards for the most trees planted for the community, local government community or governance. The local government should initiate that because as individual we cannot do it because it is a community effort actually. We have to organize events, we have to host tree planting events where people can come together and plant trees as a group. The sense of community can make the experience more enjoyable and more impactful, maybe. Also, in schools, we need to involve schools in tree planting community. During my time, before you get married, you have to plant tree, at least three tree before you will be given a certificate or you will be granted of marriage.
Why?
So
What is the reason? To
yeah, that's
encourage, is it?
yes. During my
Is
time,
it
we
like
married
a
1993. We need to
uh,
we are required to plant at least three uh, fruit trees or forest tree just to before you get uh, the permission to get married, the certificate
wow?
of marriage.
I
Yes,
mean, is that a tradition or something initiated by the government?
by the local government unit, ma'am, by the
Oh,
mayor.
okay.
Yeah,
So the tree grows with your marriage. Number
yeah,
of years, so you
yeah,
know how
yeah,
long
yeah.
is it?
Probably,
Oh, it's a
yeah,
good, it's a
probably.
good
But
initiative.
because that was
Yeah,
it, it's far from us. I don't know if it grows, so it should be tree growing, not only tree
yeah,
planting.
yeah.
And
Because sometimes you move away.
also, in the community when we have scouting, right? Boy Scout, Girl
Yeah,
Scout encampment.
yeah.
We engage our Girl Scouts to also plant trees. So that's it. We
Mhm.
have to collaborate with local organizations, partner with non-government organizations or religious groups or community leaders who can influence people and motivate them to get involved. Maybe those are
So are
just
they still?
some.
I mean, are they still? Are you all still practicing that till today? The young couples who are getting married now, do they do that? Tree
I'm
plant
not
this
so
tree.
sure, Dr. Mala, if in our community,
Yeah.
because that was in our place, another
So
province, and
many
we are
years
now
back,
dwelling.
means Philippines already taken so much of initiative to build, I mean to plant trees even back many years ago. I think maybe 20 over years. Yeah, your
Yeah.
eldest child should be about 20 something. Your
Yes.
marriage, your wedding
So,
anniversary.
yes, Dr. Maya.
Wow, very much. Now we are talking about planting trees. Recently, just about 5, 10 years.
At
Yeah,
least
I
if
think not even
we,
10.
at least if the mortality rate is, let's say, of out of 100 trees planted, just make an estimate or just make an objective of having 30%, then it would
Mm-hmm.
be all right. Yeah.
Wow, really,
If the
I admire you.
mortality rate is high, then at least, at least. But as
Ah,
of now, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources are enhancing the project by this tree growing, not only tree planting, because a lot of resources is put to waste when they just plant and then they will not maintain, they will not qualitize, then
mm,
it's just a put to money is put to waste. So we
yes.
need to qualitize it.
Okay, that's fantastic. Please carry on. Do you need your slide? Shall I
It's
add your
just
slide? Oh, it's finished. Do you have any
yes,
more
Dr.
slides?
Mal. Yes,
So
Dr.
shall I
Mala.
add?
I just,
Shall I
I just borrowed that from the local government unit of our municipality. There is very specific guidelines for that project for the farmers to follow before they will get their incentives, financial incentives.
add?
So very noteworthy because there's a diverse of trees offered like rubber trees, coffee, giant bamboo. We have cacao. Cacao is the best. It's used for making chocolate, right? Yeah. And then the moment we plant the tree, there is a periodic inspection of those trees. They will really support for that. And actually, how many years is that? 10 years ago, we also acquired the government project in tree planting to mitigate the, um, what do you call this, soil erosion. And as of now, we are harvesting durian and rambutan already. In fact, our dessert now is that durian and rambutan from the trees that we
Uh,
planted 10 years
your,
ago. Yes.
your season is extended in Malaysia is July, August, June, July, August is the durian season. In Philippines?
It's our season today. A lot of durian
Now.
today. The farmers. Yes, after this.
Oh, it's just after Malaysian's time. How about India, Dr. Anjum? I don't think you all eat durian, right? Only those
Yeah,
Indians who live in Malaysia eat durians.
It says
We spoil all
the most odorous but most nutritious fruit in the
nutritious
world.
and so tasty, so tasty. You see, we Malaysians especially, yeah, Malaysians, we spoil all the tourists, we spoil all the foreigners who come here to work, migrants who come here to work.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
they get
Do you eat
employment.
durian, Dr. Anjo?
yeah.
Maybe,
Do you
is it
eat
in
durian?
No, no, I don't know about it.
she never tasted, I suppose. Please come to Malaysia and come to Philippines during
To
our
the
season.
Philippines, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so better plan your trip after June, yeah, next year, maybe August. That's the best
Okay.
time. June is too early. Yeah, August, that's the best time. So you can come and taste durian here. And
In
it's
the
so expensive.
Philippines, August, September, October.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Both.
so around the same time. Yeah, that's great. I'm craving already now. I haven't eaten yet. Okay.
So if we combine a lot of strategies, especially through making the benefits, offering incentives, building a sense of community, we can, I guess, effectively motivate people to participate in tree planting. And then we have to sustain their efforts long term. And of course, it takes a lot of effort. It's awareness and We have to educate them. I am very forceful to discuss about this, Dr. Anjum, because my husband is a lover of tree. Yeah. And we really one of the advocates in planting trees. That's it. Thank you very much for the opportunity to share, Dr. Esther, Dr. Mala, Dr. Anjum.
Yeah, that was great. Actually, learning from you. Yes, and that was a very beautiful answer, in fact, when I asked that how to motivate people. Yes, and that uh, it is not just creating awareness, but we have to be in contact with the government organization. We have to get along with the non-government organization, and in fact, it should be a collective effort. And some of the practices that you told, like on special occasions, like you told about during before marriage, a couple is like and the couple plants a tree and all. So yes, this should be some kind of activities that should be encouraged. And even like you discussed about how Philippines are going about it, is the first thing that we should realize. Okay, yes, trees are life, and we should be planting more and more trees. That's one thing. And the other thing is that we have to take care of all the guidelines that are being given, monitoring them, and and some of the points that you discussed about the guidelines. So that was really very fruitful. And thank you for the so insightful sharing on tree planting and how it is going to help, because we know that yes, if this planting trees, it is not just like you are planting a tree or you are helping it grow. But if we talk about sustainability, so tree planting is an activity that can help you to integrate the sustainable development goal into your business. And in fact, tree planting is an activity which just goes beyond like the environmental programs or well-planned reforestation or restoration activities. But due to the impact that it has on nature and communities, planting trees can help to achieve all the 17 sustainable development. So thank you once again, Dr. Ruth, for the insightful sharing, and
Thank
Dr.
you very
Esther for the
much,
beautiful
Dr.
closing.
Anjum. Dr. Esther, thank you very much for your time, and I'm sorry for the late. There's a lot of unforeseen occurrences that comes my way when the best friend of my husband died. So, okay, anyway, that's it. And I thought it's a group. I thought I will listen first and then I will be the last to speak about my topic. I thought that iGen um,
Oh, yeah, that was a bit
group,
confusing. It's
but
Dr. Esther. Would you like to
it's the
speak
three of
something?
us, and it's very. I am very fortunate to have you, Dr. Anjom, and Dr. Esther, who becomes my best friend and my mentor, and I really idolize. I really learn a lot from her. Thank
Yes,
you so much
yes,
for
and yet you are very pampered. I know you are also very pampered with us. Yeah, you are pampered with us. You are pampered by us and with us.
thank you very much.
Thank you
I'm
for
so
your
honored.
contribution. Yeah, you finish your slides, Dr. Ruth?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay,
I might share
okay.
it to you.
So, Dr. Anju, is that all, or do we have some more?
Yeah, it's all from my side. So if you want to like share something, we can.
Yeah, I'm actually multitasking while the session is going on because I had to check for agents, posters, and all that. Okay, so anyway, it's really wonderful. I managed to hear there and here, and of course, I have to revisit this video to listen from the beginning till the end. I'm very sure it is interesting actually because always Dr. Ruth always will bring something which is happening, real statistics, real things, and all that. And today I was so taken up with what she was telling. Before getting married, they have to, before the wedding, they have to plant 3 trees. I think every countries, every
Should
nation should
adopt it.
practice
Should
this.
make
I
it.
didn't know Philippines had such a wonderful thing, back 20 over years, right? And hope they are continuing now. I think the young people now have no time Everybody are on laptops, laptops and handphones, and they don't have. But I think we should continue this. What do you say, Dr. Anjum? India, they have already, they started, but how? Only certain societies, certain organization does that. I think everyone should
Yes.
do like what Dr. Perez mentioned
Yeah, of
before
course.
getting married, you know. Or if you can't plant three plants or trees before getting married, one for your wedding, one for your first anniversary, and one for your first child. When you have your first child, at least, yeah.
Yeah, in India also, like some of the organizations, or we can say those, when they are working in some villages and all, they are
Yeah.
promoting these things. Like on your birthday, you will be planting a tree.
Wow.
Even in educational organizations or some the local government organizations, some of them are promoting this. But as I said, yes, growing only planting trees is there. Taking care of them or growing them is not in something which most of them care. They only care of, okay, I will plant a tree because it's my birthday and planting a tree. But many of them are not looking after it. That's why I liked your sentence very much. It is not just about planting, but it is also about growing trees. You
Preserving
have to
it.
be more careful with them.
Yeah. Maintaining it. Yeah.
Yeah, maintaining them, growing them. There are many organizations just for publicity. They will come and say, "Okay, we planted 50 trees, we planted 100
Yeah.
trees,"
Take
and
photo,
after
put
that,
on
if
the
you, yeah,
Facebook.
they will take a
Take
photo and they
photos.
will post on the social
Yeah.
media and do. And if you just go after a few days, there is nothing left.
Then nothing follows. Yes.
Yes, nothing follows. No, I think like if you're doing it at home,
Yes,
I think people should do it in their village. That's so nice. Before you get married, you go to
yeah.
the village, meet both families and then plant trees there. So even if you don't look after it, your older generation will look after it.
Yeah.
And those who stay in village, they have more time to look after it. Because in time, no matter whatever you plant in cities, in urban areas, sooner or later it's going to get chopped for common, urbanization, right? For commercial purposes and all that. So this is
However, in
really
urban areas,
interesting.
we don't have so much of place to go to grow trees. We can have only some potted plants in the urban areas. In India, actually, this
Yeah,
is the condition.
yeah.
Well,
Like in my
like in
house,
small towns, like or in
yeah.
villages, we have space. But in the urban areas, we see or in the metro cities, they don't have place for that. They just might be the very rich ones, they will be having place. Otherwise, most of them they will have this potted plants, and only that are trees for them.
Mhm. Yeah, wonderful session today. We started late, but we are doing
Yeah.
something which is happening the latest because this is
Perfect.
what
Well, it was very
Dr.
good.
Ruth has shared with us. Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. Thank you so much, Dr. Ruth. I think we have taken much of your
Thank
time.
you very much.
I
Thank you
know
very
it's a
much.
busy day for you. Thank you so much. Don't make us wait again. We are so impatient waiting to finish. I understand this
I'm
time.
really very
Okay,
sorry.
anyway, it's
Next time
okay.
I'll be earlier then.
Yeah, because I'm just concerned about most is our audience. They'll be looking forward. I know
Yeah.
many are waiting for our SDG forum because seldom people talk about it much. Only during conference summit. But we are talking about it every time, every week. We make sure that we talk about this. Yeah, remind our audience and ourselves that we have to think about our lives and those lives around us.
After
Yeah, thank you so
the
much.
next
Thank you.
generation.
Yeah,
Thank
Dr.
you
Ruth
very
Perez.
much.
I'll see you on Saturday. Yeah, it's 7:30 p.m. IST, 10 p.m. Philippines.
I will not
Okay.
be late. I will be
Yeah.
earlier then. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you
Okay,
very
Dr.
much,
Anju.
ma'am.
See you again. Thank you
Okay.
so
Okay.
much for your kind assistance, and we waited for waiting today. Yeah. Anyway, fantastic, good session. Bye, dear audience. We'll meet again this Saturday. I think we cannot have the forum because our panelist has to travel somewhere for work purpose. Uh, but we will come back again next week with our SDG forum with another interesting panelist. That will be, yeah, we have another interesting panelist yet to confirm who is coming. So, and also our forum with Dr. Rania next Saturday. Thank you so much. Bye. Good night. Good evening.
Good night.